Dun, 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 dun.
The first trailer we looked at for The Turning was certainly gripping enough. Now, again, as I said in that video, I've not read the novella that this book is based on, or this movie is based on, by Henry James, The Turning of the Screw. But I'm curious to, before watching this movie, because the trailer certainly enticed me a bit. I mean, it's got some great technical stuff to it. I'm a fan of the talent. I'm hoping Mackenzie Davis gets a better debut here than she did with Terminator Dark Fate. It's probably what she's hoping to, but then she's like, wait, what house did I take a nanny job at? I don't know. But I'm not sure much how successful this will be, but it looks like a really good horror movie for January. So let's take a look and see how this other trailer fares. Yeah, this isn't, it's still kind of technically an official trailer, but there's like really nothing in terms of marketing for this movie. There's been one trailer. I know there's a couple ads that have popped up on YouTube every once in a while that I've tried to steer away from because, again, I hadn't seen the trailer. I've been waiting a long time to see it, obviously, but there is this The Turning 60 trailer. So let's take a look at this and see if there's any new stuff, maybe some of the higher moments of the last movie, or the last trailer we looked at. So as always, we're going to watch this first, and we'll talk about more of my condensed juice while I was watching the video together. And like I said in the last video, this is a great PSA for, oh yeah, make sure you be very careful if you're a parent or a teacher who you let into your kids' lives. But maybe you should be careful of the kids too. Like, well, that's kind of an interesting situation. It's like a dual-edged sword. Like, be careful about the adults, but I think maybe in some part they would have had some influence here from what we saw in the last trailer and the ghost thing and all that. But maybe be careful with the adults you bring into your children's lives, because maybe it's your children that could pose a threat. That's an interesting twist, a bit of a perversion from what we're familiar with, but it's unique for a horror movie. Okay, at least from my knowledge. Here we go.
Have you ever been a nanny?
This is my first live-in job.
I think it'll be her
The
last.
children are very special. Get out of bed. You
If
need
she
to take
survives.
charge here, Kate.
May I ask how the parents died?
Nothing should have to suffer.
I don't go in that part of the house.
Why not?
Oh,
You shouldn't be in here. I know what you're afraid of. Keeping the lights on won't keep you safe.
so is that bride like the
What
former
happened to your last
governess?
nanny?
Like I'd tell.
Did you see them? I don't want to play anymore.
Stop now.
Why are you doing this?
Bad dreams?
What's the deal with the caretaker lady? She's like scaring the nanny too. Like, did she have a part in this? I have no idea. But it releases on January 24th. It certainly piqued my interest. I really like the technical stuff here. Horror tropes, obviously, like I said in the last video, but with the empty mansion that looks kind of nice, but still got this really dark atmosphere to it. The grayer tones in the movie. There's a lot of green too. I like that. Which fits into all the woodland imagery, or the woodland and forest imagery, which is also another horror trope, along with the fog that's floating around in the forest. But it's great. I mean, the sets look amazing. I think this is a really nice mansion, actually. But, well, nice on the outside, but once you go on the inside, it seems that there are some paranormal things happening here, like La Llorona hiding in the basement. But we'll see how it does in January. I mean, I don't know what the turnout's going to be. It looks like it never kind of a ghost story that maybe some people are like, oh, I've already seen it. But I think there's enough here that I'm like, yeah, it's actually kind of interesting. I don't know. Like, I'd like to learn more about why these kids are so special, right? That's what we hear, that they're special children, so watch them with care. Or maybe it's the adult, or maybe it's the adults that should be watching themselves more with care than with the kids. Because the kids seem like they're posing a threat, even though they picked some really good child actors. I mean, well, child actors for Finn Wolfhard. I don't think he's not as much of a, well, I don't know how old he is, but he's certainly, I would say, good at these interesting roles, like obviously of Stranger Things fame, right? But his darker edge, it's certainly creepy. I think it's working for me, but the little girl they picked, I mean, she seems like at face value, like, oh, how could you not like talking to her, right? But then the whole atmosphere here, like, what did she experience? What have the adults brought into her life that have seemed to give her these really creepy horror eyes, which certainly work for me, like this stare. Maybe it's the ghost doing that. It could be. Whoever that ghost is, I think it's probably the previous nanny. That's why they don't want to talk about it, right? But it's interesting. So I'm curious with The Turning. I definitely want to listen to the novella it's based on, or read it. Well, I don't think I'll be able to read it, but I think maybe just listening to it like on audiobook or something that's available that way. But the movie certainly piqued my interest, so that maybe when I finish the book, or maybe when I have a little more time in my schedule, because I don't know if this will work for me to see it this month, because everything's just so busy lately. But I'll try to get around to it, because it's certainly... It looks like a good horror movie. What do you guys think about it, though? Feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget all the good stuff. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And until our next horror trailer that we're going to look at, or whatever trailer we get to watch together next for the first time, I will see you guys at that point. But until then, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys. Don't forget to love yourselves, your fellow man. God bless, and peace.